Today I'm gonna talk about the operation of complex number, including addition, subtraction, and multiplication. First of all, let's recall what's the definition of complex number. A complex number is defined as a plus bi, and here a is real part and b is imaginary part. Okay, and we also have very important property, that is I square equals -1. Okay, I square equals -1, or we can say I equals square root of -1. Okay, now let's solve the first example, that is addition. We have two complex number. One is 4 minus 2i, another one is 4 plus 3i. Okay, so the first step, we wanted to remove the round bracket. So here we have 4 minus 2i, because in front of round bracket is positive, so we don't change the sign for each term. And for the second term, we have 4 plus 3i. We're going to copy it because here is positive. Now, we're going to combine the real part. Your real part is here. And we're also going to combine the imaginary part. And here we find one is -2. Another one is positive 3. Okay, so let's combine them. For the real part is 4 plus 4, right? 4 plus 4. And for the imaginary part is -2 plus 3 I. Okay, I. So we have 8. 3 minus 2 is 1. It's I. Now let's take a look the subtraction, and still the first step, we're gonna remove all the round bracket. Okay, for the first complex, we know here is positive, and for the second complex number 9 minus 7i, we have negative sign, so that means we're gonna change all the change the sign for all the terms inside this bracket. Okay, change the sign to the opposite sign for the terms inside round bracket. So here is positive 9 gonna be -9. Yes, negative 7i gonna be a positive 7i. Now we're gonna combine the real part and imaginary part. So for the real part, we have -9, -9, and for the imaginary part is positive 5 and 7 I. Okay, don't miss the I for the after the imaginary part. -9 is -18. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12i. Now let's do another one. So again, we're gonna remove this round bracket. For the first term is 2 minus 9i, and for the second complex number, we have negative sign here. So that means we're gonna change the sign to opposite sign for each term inside round bracket. So positive 8 gonna be -8. Here's positive 8i is -8i. Okay, then we can combine the terms. Here's 2, here's negative 8, and here is negative 9, here's negative 8. So we're gonna combine the real part, 2 minus 8, and then combine the imaginary part. Here's negative 9, here's negative 8, and don't miss the I. Okay, 2 minus 8, negative 6, negative 9, negative 8, negative 17i. Okay, now let's try the fourth one. Fourth one, we have two complex number multiplied together, so that means we're gonna use the distribution 4 times 2, 4 times I, negative 3i times 2, negative 3i times I. So we're gonna have four times 2, 4 times I, negative 3i times 2 plus negative 3i times I. Okay, then we can simplify it. 4 times 2 is 8. Here is 4i. Negative 3i times 2 is negative 6i. Okay, and here we have negative 3i squared. And we're gonna follow the subtraction of the complex number. Here we 4i minus 6i gonna be 4 minus 6 times I, and again here the I square, we can tell I square is negative 1, so times negative 1. So that's the key part. Okay, key part. Now after we know I square equals negative 1, then we can simplify it. 8, here's 4 minus 6, negative 2, so negative 2i. Negative 3 times negative 1 gonna be positive 3, so we're gonna get 11 minus 2i minus 2i. Now let's take a look the last example. For the last example, we know 4 plus I squared can be written as 4 plus I times 4 plus I. Okay, and then we can use the distribution to expand the terms. 4 times 4, 4 times I times 4, I times I. So 4 times 4, 4 times I times 4, I times I. Okay, we can simplify it. 4 times 4, 16, and 4i, and for the last term is I squared. Now, again, we can see here we have I squared, right? So, and I squared equals negative 1. So we can simplify it. We have 4i, that means 4 plus 4, I. And I squared gonna be negative 1. And we can simplify it. 16 minus 1 is 15 plus 8i. That's it.